Don't be sleeping on the Detroit Tigers this season because they just added one of the biggest free agent starting pitchers on the market, and they're going to be quite the threat in 2026. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Bad for Baseball, the baddest baseball podcast on the internet. I'm Adam Peddle, joined alongside by Nicholas Playalong. The Tigers are getting Framber Valdez. We've been chasing this guy all offseason. Where's he going to go? There's a lot of character issues. Well, he finally has a home for the next 3 years. He's going to be a Tiger, and you know what? First impressions, I really like this for the Tigers. You know, obviously, look, he made a big mistake, and I think we could talk about that big mistake for sure. But look, that's still a good pitcher, and he's going to help you go, compete in the postseason, try to win a World Series. And the Tigers, who didn't go very far last year, made postseason. They made it to the ALDS, couldn't get past the Mariners. They got a chance to go even further. I think they're just on the cusp right now. Getting Valdez is going to help.
Yeah, they lock him down to a 3-year, $115 million contract. Just an absolutely absurd deal right there. Short-term, high average annual value. What else is new? So they are believing that thing that transpired, the cross-up with his catcher, that was a one-time thing. They can get over that, and they think that he's going to be a different guy. And frankly, like, I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, ultimately, that was a really, really poor error of judgment right there, and obviously something that just cannot continue. But at the end of the day, like, people do deserve second chances, and that is the only time that I've ever really heard anything bad about Framber Valdez at all. Yeah. You said character issues. I would say a character issue, and hopefully that issue is in the past. Detroit thinks so anyways, because they are obviously giving him the bag, and they're buying in on the talent here, and the talent is undeniable, folks. Multiple seasons in a row now, like 5 or 6, honestly, where he has just been a top elite pitcher right there. Always healthy, always on the field. Last season, 192 innings, 3.66 ERA, just across the board, really solid, man. This is a good pitcher. In the best years, he'll be up there getting Cy Young votes, and in the worst years, he'll probably be doing what he did last year. He eats innings for you. He's going to be there for 3 years. This really is nice for Detroit, a team that, by the way, we've been talking about for a long time, saying you got to go out, you got to capitalize on this window. They listened and they did something about it.
Yeah. The window that you're speaking of right now is obviously all of these young guys, and they're getting their second and their third and their fourth looks in the big leagues right now, and you got to add some supportive cast members around them. And when you look over at the rotation and how it looks right now, you got one more year left of Tarek Skubal, right? You got to capitalize on this year with him because, I mean, let's face it, Dodger fans, congratulations. You're going to get Tarek Skubal.
I think that this Framber Valdez deal almost cements that even more. Like, we already knew that was coming, but, Detroit, as much as they went out and they just kind of surprised everybody by having a big financial splash, they are not a team that is capable of doing that with 2 guys. And if Framber Valdez got that, whatever that average annual value is, like, what is that? Like,
it's almost
40-ish?
Almost 40 a year.
Like close to $40 million. Wow. If that's where he's at right now, I mean, Skubal, assuming he puts up another good year, which he will because he's stupid good, he's going to get like 50.
I was going to say, do you think he can get 60? Like, I mean, Tucker got 60. Do you think he could? Do you think he could rival Ohtani?
It really, honestly, it all depends on the length, right? So let's just say, for instance, so he's 29 right now. So another year goes by, so he'll be 30. So that's still a really good time to sign pitchers. Like, you see starting pitchers go deep in their career. We're getting off the rails a bit here, but honestly,
You're a Tigers fan, yeah.
You know what? If he's 30 years old, let's just say that he wins another Cy Young. That would be 3 Cy Youngs back to back to back like that. Undeniably the best pitcher in baseball. I mean, 50's a given.
Given, absolutely.
And that's that. Like, I
think if Tucker got 60, he could get it. He could get it. Like, if he's this good, and he'll be
over
30.
a longer term too. I think,
it's unbelievable. He could actually, like, Juan Soto kind of got it. So I don't. What's
like a 6 or 7 year deal with 60 a year? Whatever that math is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe
take him till he's 37 years old.
Did Garrett Cole get 8 years? I thought.
Garrett Cole might have got 8 years. That's true, right? So that's the framework. So 8 years, and Garrett Cole got like high 30s, I think. So that was a long time ago.
Like 4 years ago.
Anyways, he's going to be an LA Dodger. So congratulations to LA and congratulations to Tarek Skubal. Dude, honestly, if I'm Tarek Skubal, like obviously we're going all in this year. We want to win, but like. Oh, you got to make sure your arm is okay, pal, because you stand to lose a lot if it's not.
Oh, I know.
That being said, though, for this season, this rotation, it is really good.
It's super good, right? And obviously, you can look at the projection numbers right here. They're after the Framber Valdez deal. They are now second in MLB, according to Fangraphs, for a projected 2026 rotation WAR. That is behind the Red Sox, and that's just ahead of the LA Dodgers. And when we were talking before this podcast, I was like, there's no way that they're ahead of the Dodgers. Well, when you got a guy like Tarek Skubal, that will definitely boost your numbers. Framber Valdez.
You know what's actually ludicrous is, so last year, I believe Tarek Skubal had a 6.8 WAR. That is more than the projected WAR of the Rockies, and they're projecting I think they're projecting him to get 6.6 this year. So they're effectively saying that Tarek Skubal is equivalent to the entire Rockies rotation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is, I guess so.
And look, if you got a guy like Skubal and Valdez this year, Flaherty had a bad year, but he could bounce back. Mize had a pretty nice year, 3.87 ERA, and then Olsen rounding out that rotation, very good. Short sample size. I think he got injured, but still, he could be a good fifth guy, absolutely, in that rotation. When you pair that up with the lineup, who's been there last year, they were just kind of the definition of like, we're the average lineup. We're gonna hit for average, we're gonna hit for on base in the average, and we're gonna score 11 runs. The 11th I meant in all of MLB, 10 homers, 30 stolen bases, just a kind of right in the middle of the pack lineup. But again, the strength is going to be that rotation. And of course, you're always expecting some more performances from the current guys. You kind of know what you're going to expect. Maybe there's a sneaky breakout here. If they could do that, they're going to have a chance at this division, absolutely.
Realistically, I'm looking at this starting rotation as a guaranteed 100% lock of being a top 6 in baseball. So like that's the lock, okay? Like we're locking that in. This is going to be a top 6. The lineup can do just marginally better than they did last year. I think you're looking at a really scary team right now because you're talking about a rotation that's going to be better than your rotation walking into a series. And if their lineup is, let's just say 12th in baseball in terms of runs and OPS and stuff, that's starting to get really scary. And honestly, Fangraphs and all the projection sites are giving them credit for all of that. Their playoff odds, according to Fangraphs right now, is currently sitting at a 74.8% chance. That is the second most in all of the American League, just trailing behind the Seattle Mariners at a 78.7% chance. They're factoring in the division. They are also factoring in, though, that Detroit is a very good team. So all of those things combined, they're saying that they go to the playoffs 3 out of 4 times, and they are also saying that they win the World Series almost 7% of the time, which is the second best in all of the American League as well. I think it's giving credit to that pitching staff.
I mean, they weren't, even though when I started off this podcast, I said they didn't go super deep. They did go to the ALDS, but they did take the Mariners to 5 games. If they would have won that crazy extra inning game in that ALDS, they go and they face the Blue Jays, and if they were evenly matched with the Mariners, who says they?
Who knows what could happen, right?
Right, and then they go on. Yeah, so like I do. That does make a lot of sense. It is crazy how they're projecting the World Series percentages over a lot of these guys, but I also think they're probably factoring in even making playoffs into this because of the heavy AL East. But yeah, Detroit Tigers, this is the season, man. And if I'm a Tigers fan, you kind of have to hope that the team's going to go all in this season. A big trade deadline. You got to hope for some breakout guys because, you have a two-headed dragon in Valdez and Skubal kind of leading that rotation. You got to go for it this year, man. And I like their odds to do so. And I think if I'm just a casual fan and I'm watching, I want to get into baseball, I want to root for a team, this is the team I'd go for.
They're going to be a fun team to watch. I like a lot of the characters there. I mean, I've been following along with Tarek Skubal pretty much since the beginning, and some of those other guys as well, when we started doing these podcasts, like Spencer Torkelson was a rookie. He hadn't been in MLB before. Riley Green was a rookie. He'd never been in MLB before. And now you're seeing, all of these guys kind of come to fruition. And I remember years ago, I said this on Blue Jays Today, our other show. This was back in like 2021. And I was looking at all the top prospects in MLB, and I was like, damn, like Detroit's got like 7 in the top 100, and like 5 of those are in the top 30. Like, they're coming. They're going to be good eventually. That time is now. Like, that time is right now. You could make a strong argument that they are, one of, if not the team to beat right now in the American League after going out and getting Framber Valdez. So this is a really, really good squad. The sad truth about it, though, is that they're going to be losing their best player,
I know,
pretty much guaranteed next year. So that requires this to be the we are doing it type of season. I'm going to be rooting on Detroit, even though I'm a Jays fan. Like, they're kind of, if another team had to go out and do it, like, I would like to see them do it. I like the way that they've done things. They've built it all from the ground up. They're not like the Dodgers going out and paying for everything. They finally made a free agent thing, and congratulations, guys. You guys have earned it, because, like, look at all that Detroit next to their names, right?
It makes me happy, right? Homegrown talent, that entire lineup, and they got good players. I mean, you look at all the OPS, they got great players up and down that lineup. Even Skubal, homegrown. It's sad to see him go next year, but again, good for the Detroit Tigers. And now they're spending a little bit. This is the year, man. And hey, I know we're saying like Skubal could go to the Dodgers, and I think he's absolutely gone, but Go fucking compete and push the Dodgers to the brink in the offseason. Go fight for your guy. They used to be one of the biggest spenders in baseball, and they had Miggy, and they had Verlander and Scherzer. Go be those guys again.
They'll try. They will lose, but they will
push them to the brink.
Yeah, like make them pay for it. Yes.
Like make it. They're gonna pay.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just keep going.
So just keep going and like call their bluff, right?
Exactly. But guys, let us know your thoughts about the Tigers in the comments down below. Are you buying into the hype? Because here at Bad for Baseball, we certainly are. Please make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time.
Cheers.